Hey there, fellow musicians around the world, Steve here. I got a request to demo the Mackie Pro FX 12. I've had one for a long time, so I'm going to do a demo today. Let's get right to it. Here's the layout for the Mackie Pro FX 12. As you can see, we have 6 XLR inputs, and the way they count the channels would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have 4 stereo channels, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, 12. We have a high Z here if you're going to plug your guitar in direct. These first 6 channels have gain knobs on them with a level set light. That's that little green light right there. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these last 2 have gains but no level set lights. And you could also take notice that these first 6 channels also have low cut filters. And the low cut is at 100 hertz. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, what's good about this board is all the channels have the 3-band EQ. So you have the high, the mid, and the low. Okay, now you see all the red knobs across the board. That's your auxiliary monitor send. And that's good if you want to run monitors for when you perform live. As you can see up here, we have a monitor send right there. And what this does, if you're on stage and you have your own personal monitor, you could put as much vocal of yours in there as you want, and you could, anybody else that's singing or any instruments, you could adjust that in your monitor as well, and it doesn't affect the main mix. All these orange knobs are for the effects. It controls how much effect is going to that channel. And as you can see over here, here are your digital effects. The screen's a little messed up. That should be a 4. Burnt out a little bit there. But if I scroll through it, you'll see that it changed. Oh, that's a 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. So as I said, this has been with me for a long time. I've had this for about 8 years, so we have a little issue with that. And you have 16 effects right there: bright room, warm lounge, small stage, warm theater, warm hall, concert hall, plate reverb, cathedral, chorus, chorus plus reverb, doubler, tape slap, delay 1, delay 2, delay 3, and reverb and delay. And this is your master control for the effects. And you also have over the limit lights on all the channels. And if you take notice, which is good, you have mutes on all the channels. That's something that the Mix 12 FX doesn't have. And you see we have all the faders. And at one point or another, this blue tape right here, which I could take off. We really don't need that. That was for a previous gig I did, and I just laid out who was where. So we'll just take that tape off. That's a little trick you could use if you play live. Alright, so here is your monitor send. So you want that up if you're using monitors. And this is to your mains. Okay, this is also effects return. If you want to send effects to your monitors, that's this little red knob here. If you want to mute the effects, you have this button right here. Okay, this is the input level for your USB and USB through. Phones, I think I mentioned that. This is your tape level. If you're playing music on your break with a little MP3 player, that controls the level. And this is the main mute button. So if you're on break, you just kill that, and then you could just play the music through there. All right. And here is your 7-band EQ. And right there, you can see you could go to the monitor or the main right there. You have the bypass. It does have phantom power if you want to power a condenser mic. Has a phone jack and foot switch. There's your main out, your left, right, monitor send, effects send, and stereo returns, and of course here's your RCA jacks. If you want to record the band, you could go tape out and record the band. And as I said, if you're playing music on your breaks, you could use these, tape in. That's what you would use. Now if I go around the back, I just have one speaker hooked up for demo purposes right there, and there's also your USB port right there, and it does have a power button. So let's get to hearing it. We'll start off by putting some vocals through the Mackie Pro FX 12. I have a Shure 58 plugged into channel 4 over here, and we're just going to check the levels. So we're going to bring up the gain right here. And as I'm bringing up the gain, you'll see this little green light go on. Check 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Check 1, 2, 2. You want to be a little bit below that green light. Check 2, 2. We'll leave it right about there. And you want to press in the low cut filter for vocals. We're going to leave the EQ at the 12 o'clock position. I have the effects turned all the way down. I'm going to unmute my channel right here on channel 4. I'm going to unmute the break button. We'll push the main fader up to about there, and now we'll gradually bring in the fader on channel 4. Check 1, 2, 2. Check 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Check 1, 2, 2. Okay, so we'll leave it right there. We'll just run through the EQ a little bit. So I'll put a little high end on it. Check 2, 2. And it gets nice and crisp right there. Check 1, 2, 2, 2. A little bit too much low, so I'll cut that down a little bit. Check 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Right about there. We'll try the mid out. Check 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Check 2, 2, 2. Check 1, 2, 2. We'll leave it right about at the 12 o'clock position right there. Now we'll bring in some effects into it. So we have the first effect, which is the bright room, and I'll just turn up the master a little bit like that. And I will turn my effects up to about 12, and we'll bring the effects return right there. Check 2, 2. Check 1, 2, 2. Very subtle. I'm not a fan of the bright room, but I'll do a little singing, and we'll see how that sounds. Well, well, it could be so easy if I take a step or two. Now I'll switch it to the next one, which is, if I could see it, it says Warm Lounge. Well, well, it could be so easy if I take a step or two. I like that one a little bit better. And now we'll go to Small Stage. Well, well, it could be so easy if I take a step or two. That's not bad. Now we'll go to Warm Theater. Well, well, it could be so easy if I take a step or two. You hear how it carries out a little bit on that one. Go to Warm Hall. And as you can see, you really can't make out the numbers. I'm just going by the notches. So I think I'm up to Warm Hall. Well, well, it could be so easy if I take a step or two. And you hear that reverb carries right there. So I think we're going to, I believe that might be check 2. I can't tell with the numbers because the display is busted, but I think we're up to plate reverb. Well, well, it could be so easy if I take a step or two. Go to the next one. Well, well, it could be so easy if I take a step or two. I believe that was Cathedral right there. Let's see. I believe this is chorus. Well, well, it could be so easy if I take a step or two. All right. This would be chorus and reverb. Well, well, it could be so easy if I take a step or two. All right, this is going to be the doubler. Well, well, it could be so easy if I take a step or two. It's going to be tape slap. You're right there. A little echo to it. Well, well, it could be so easy if I take a step or two. All right. So here's your delay one. Well, well, it could be so easy if I take a step or two. I believe this is delay two. Well, well, it could be so easy if I take a step or two. And this will be the last one. This is the reverb and delay. Well, well, it could be so easy if I take a step or two. Check. See, you have a mute button there to kill the effects. So check, 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 check. All right, so that gives you an idea of what the effects sound like. I'll just kill that just for the time being. All right, now what I'll do is I'll put a little guitar in there and we'll see how that sounds. All right, now we're going to try to put some guitar through it. And I just have my Ibanez plugged straight in. We'll get a level on it first. Be right about there. And we'll push the low cut filter in. And let me just bring this up. So we'll just play it right here, right now. Okay, now that's without the high Z button pushed in. I'll push in the high Z right now. So I'll let you hear the difference. Alright, now I'll unmute the effects. We'll add some effect to it. Effect I was using right there was the delay with the reverb, the very last one. Okay, this would be the chorus with the reverb. Let me try one more. Let me go to try the warm lounge. I want to give you an idea of what the bass sounds like with the low cut filter, because I think if I do that, it'll give you a good idea of what the low cut filter does. So I'm going to press that button in right there. That's the low cut filter pressed in. And now I am going to leave it out. That's how it should be if you put a bass in there. right? So you hear that difference. You hear all that low end coming through. Hear the difference? So for your kick drum and your bass guitar, you want to leave that button pressed out. For your guitar and your vocals, you want to press that button in. With that button pressed in, it'll eliminate all the muddiness in your mix. I want to show you how a monitor would work with a Mackie Pro FX 12 right now. As you can see, I have the main fader pulled all the way down right over here. And what I did is I plugged a floor monitor right in front of me. I have a monitor send right here. This is how you're going to hook up your monitor. You have this 1/4 inch out that goes to the monitor. And this is going to be your main fader for that monitor. So I'll push it up right around there. And now I'm going to be using these maroonish red colored knobs. I'm back to the guitar and I'm going to turn that up a little bit. And what's cool about it is if you want effects going to the monitor, you can turn up the effects by using that knob right there. And if you don't want the effects, you just pull them out. We'll put a little bit of effect in there. And then if I went back to the microphone, check 2 2 2 2, check 1 2, check 1 2 2 2. So that's how you would use your monitors. Now, this mix right here does not affect anything going through the mains. This is just your personal stage monitor mix. You put who you want in that monitor. Okay, now I just have an MP3 player hooked up to it. Now if you were playing live and your band went on break, you would just hit this break button right here. That mutes all these channels. And then I just have my MP3 player. I turn that on and this knob right here would control the level. So that's all you'd have to worry about there. And you just turn it back down and that's a nice little feature to have. Now, full disclosure, I've had this board for probably 8 or 9 years. I've got a lot of use out of it. It's given me a little trouble right now. One of the channels on the outputs doesn't seem to be working right. It goes in and out. But as I said, it is 8 years old. That's my demo of the Mackie Pro FX 12. I hope it helped you out if you're considering buying one. As always, please subscribe, and if you get a chance, check out my music video for my song I Want to Know How to Shine, Plenty 17, my easy listening instrumental video, and down here is the video I did for the Mackie Mix FX 12. Catch you next time.